And Ratatouille number one, Miss Simpson. You get nothing, girl. You're being mean. Um, Gina did say, even though she just accused Heather of spilling the stuff about Katie and digging, she said Heather is the most trustworthy, whereas the rat that's good is the least. She said that Teddy is the closest person to Tamara and Tamara's real life. Tamara does not break through with people easily. No shit. She has no real friends, and Teddy is the closest friend to her, and that's why she had a very tough season. I believe all of that. But I don't know. Teddy's best friend is Kyle. Someone should tell that to Tamara. But good for all of them. I hope they're enjoying each other's company. What else can I talk to you guys about here today? I know there is some more stuff. Well, the rat that scurries is back up to her old tricks. She's talking about Shannon and she's talking about Shannon's path of destruction. And she said she stuck up for John Jansen. She said Shannon has a path of destruction. John, you guys don't realize, this is Tamara's words. Just like earlier, I talked about Kenley Collins' words against Andy. Don't come after me. Although, I mean, she is the rat that scurries, so I don't got much to say about her myself. But she said that John Jansen's a good guy. Nobody realizes he raised his kids all by himself, and he's a single dad. And what's her problem with Vicky? She said, I don't know. Well, why don't you go ask her why she decided to hate me after a decade-long friendship? Go ask Vicky. And Vicky is a nightmare. Let's not even ask Vicky anything. And she said, hats off to John. He's a good guy. And she said, Shannon has a path of destruction. And when she is done with you, she literally tries to tarnish you, tarnish your reputation, and destroy you. And that is her path of destruction. And that is what she is doing with John and Alexis. And that is what she did with me. And let's not forget, Shannon also did it with Vicky. Also, when Shannon crashed her car and Archie flew into the front and almost went through the windshield, she had no place to go and no one wanted anything to do with her and no one wanted to take her in. Vicky took her in. Why does everyone remember when Shannon was there? Shannon recorded Vicky having a huge fight with her boyfriend. Does everyone remember this? Because that's what happened. So imagine she crashes the car, knocks the wall down. The dog almost flies into the front. We don't know what's happening. And then she has no place to go. Vicky takes her in because Vicky's off the show and Tamara's on the show and Shannon's on the show and Vicky is so desperado to stay in the mix that Vicky takes in Shannon, even though Shannon just didn't speak to her for how long, because she's so desperate to be in the mix. She even admitted that she can't handle not being on the show. And when she was there and Vicky was fighting with her boyfriend, Shannon recorded the whole thing. So why is it okay for Shannon to record this whole thing? And now that Katie did that to Shannon, it Shannon will argue, I'm sure, well, Katie had malintent. Why would she be recording me having a meltdown? There was no way she planned to use that in a good way. And oh, Vicky's my friend. I would never use that against her. I was just recording her to show her that she should be treated better or what she did right. I'm sure she's going to spin it some way like that. So that's that. But that's what Tamara says, that she has a wrath, a path of destruction. And she did it to her, she did it to Vicky, she did it to John, she's doing it to Alexis. And oh, this made me laugh, guys. Tamara would like us to know that she doesn't deserve to be in the path of mass destruction because she's the easiest friend. That is what she said. Those are her exact words. She's the easiest friend. And she also said that she's shocked that Shannon could be the only person to be accused of drinking too much, crash into a wall, the dog almost goes in the front seat, blah, 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 and yet everyone's on Shannon's side. The rat that scurries has a point. I gotta be honest with you. Sometimes the ratatouille has an actual point, right? Um, what else can we talk about here with the OC? There's a lot that actually I feel happened with the OC. This is there's a lot going on. At least trustworthy. We talked about that. I don't know. I thought there was something else with the OC that I wanted to mention to you guys. Oh, Tamra is basically saying that Shannon should be fired again. Lots of you are on that kick. That the show is conflict resolution, conflict resolution, conflict resolution. With Shannon, she has held a grudge all season. She will not forgive Tamra. Well, Tamra, can you blame her? As Gretchen says, I know what you're all about. I will not forgive her. So Shannon won't forgive her and does not have the ability to move past it. And that is why Tamara thinks that Shannon needs to be fired because the show is all about conflict resolution. I mean, she does have somewhat of a point. Look, the rat that scurries is a good housewife in the sense that she knows what she's doing and she knows how to play the game. You got to give her credit. She's one of the greats at the job. I have to be honest. She's really good at this job. Um, I mean, doesn't matter what I think about her. I think she's good at the job. She says when you get to the point where you can't move forward, then you have to move out. She's right. This is the second interview she's done demanding Shannon be fired. And she said, it has been hard for her with Teddy, that they used to travel all around, and Teddy does not want to sit on the phone and talk to her. This is what I was saying the other day. It's all about when you're not with that person. That's what we don't realize. We see Teddy on her good days. We don't realize Teddy's bad days. That Teddy and her do not talk on the phone anymore because she does not want to sit there and talk on the phone. She also just doesn't have the energy to text anymore. And it's harder for her to text. And Tamara says, I miss my friend badly. So, I mean, come on. You have to feel for her with that. She misses her friend. And they used to live it up. They were traveling, doing the podcast, going from city to city. And now we're just sitting here and waiting and waiting and waiting. She also said Gretchen plays the victim the same way Vicky has played the victim for all those decades. Vicky is the perpetual victim. I can't stand Vicky. I really can't. Anything else really happening with the OC? The Ratatouilles are mean. I don't like the Mean Girls. No, half a piece of Gouda for Gina. Nothing for Emily. And interesting episode of the OC this past week. It's a good season. I don't know why you guys don't like it. Heather's furious. I'm sorry she's furious. Sorry, girl. Don't go down the road, girl. Don't go down the road of don't go down the road of your friend over there, Teresa Giudice. So slip into the comments. Let me know what you guys think about the OC. Let's keep an eye on this Andy Cohen stuff. I mean, look, she's a woman, so it seems like nothing happened to her. Is she implying something? Excuse me, is she implying that something happened? Well, she says she has more to say. I find it an interesting story. I mean, doesn't seem like anything's going to come from it because, I mean, we have all sorts of other accusations here. I actually have a lot to say about Brit's lawsuit next time. This was just a quick hit, guys. Well, not a quick hit. It's a Patriot episode, but I think you see how I don't feel well today. I think I have COVID, but let's not get crazy. It's going around the Hamptons. Anyway, everybody have a good day. Everyone doing something fun today. I have a good show tomorrow morning, good show tomorrow afternoon. Have a great weekend. The Valley's over. Yes. I don't think I could take one more episode this week or this season of The Valley. Let's recast it and let's get it going, people. Have a great day. Bye.